Hello, Brick Sculptors. Welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and we are back, and it is new Lego day. That's right. Sorry, I've had a little bit of inconsistent posting. I got super sick last weekend, and I was laid up for 3 days with a fever. It was horrible. So I did get some videos up, but nothing crazy great quality, and the one I did get up was kind of pre-planned. I already had that filmed. So hopefully we're back in full swing now. We're on the mend, and it is time to get cracking again. So new Lego day, here we go. This order comes from Boards Bricks, and first time order, so we don't know what we're in for here. But a lot of cool stuff in here. This was a quite expensive order, and you'll see why when we get inside. I'll post the amount down in the description, because as normal, I don't know how much it was. Let's go ahead and bust into this and see what we've got here. I did already crack this open just to look inside. Packing material. Lots of cool stuff here. And you might notice, right off the bat, this is why it got costly. Now, I've made a lot of progress on the Lego City, and I'm trying to get it ready for this little art show thing I'm doing. And one of the final things I need to button up for the city is Minifig. So I got a lot of cool Minifig stuff in here. Just need generic, general city people for the Lego City to fill it out and get in all the different scenes I want to make, all the different activities going on. So I bought a whole bunch of Minifig parts here. We're going to break it down and go through it. The rest of the stuff is mostly just building materials, but I do have some cool stuff in here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to sort this out first, and then we'll talk through it. Okay, I got all the parts broken down here and neatly organized. I did not break down the Minifig stuff, and that's because I'm going to put all this away, and then I'll show you those, because that's the real exciting part for me. But I have all the stuff here, and I got some accessories in front, and I'm going to go through everything here real quick. We're going to do a speed round here, because a lot of this stuff is just building materials. Bear with me if you see any strange cuts in this. It's likely because I had a coughing fit from talking too much and too fast. It's okay. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, but that's why you might see some weird interruptions, because you don't need to hear me cough. That's gross. Anyway, let's go ahead and break this down real fast. So we got 8x8 grates in dark tan. Those are awesome fence pieces, and just a color I've never had that in. I got a lot of them in dark gray, so I wanted to get dark tan ones. Find some cool uses for that. I got these kind of shelf bracket pieces. They're also used for like sliding doors. I use these a lot in my bookshelves and shelves and stuff like that, so I used a bunch in the library, so I'm just replenishing. 2x4 dark tan tiles, 1x6 dark tan, 2x3 dark tan, 1x8 dark gray tile, 1x6 light gray. I got 2x2 jumpers in light gray. I use these a ton, great for posing minifigs on sidewalks, and I'm always running out of them, so I got a bunch of them there. I did need 2x2 tiles as well, but they didn't have them. Hard to find because they're very popular. Everyone buys them, and they're usually expensive. I got regular light gray jumpers. I got one 2x2 jumper in dark tan jumpers. I got these 2 stud plates in dark tan and in reddish brown. I actually have 2 piles of them in reddish brown. I got all the reddish brown tiles. I got 1x1, 1x2, 1x3, 1x4, and 1x6. I didn't get any 1x8s, but I would have liked to. They didn't have those. And I did get some of these cool ones with the rounded edges. Those are great detail pieces. I don't know if I have a particular use for these, but I will. Don't worry. Over here, we got dark gray 2x2 jumpers, dark gray jumpers. I think I already did those. We got some of these gray clips. These have been on my cruise boat, and I should have enough now to finish that. Although I do need more of the T-pieces. I have one of them in here with the spyglasses. The spyglasses always go in bags because they roll all over the place, so I just put them in bags. But these T-pieces, I need a few more of those for the cruise ship, and then I'll be done with it. But spyglasses in light gray, spyglasses in dark brown. I've been using these for a staircase in my brewery. I'll show you that very soon. few tiles in light gray, 1x2s, 1x1s. Here we have some 1x2 plates with open studs and rounded edges. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm very congested. I'm sorry. Sand green, 2x2 jumpers. Dark blue, 2x2 jumpers. Dark blue jumpers. What do we got here? 1x1 with open stud, round plate in trans clear and in black. 2x2 round plate in black, 2x2 jumper in red. Those I don't have a use for. I just don't think I own. I maybe have like one or two. I don't own a lot of those in that color, but I don't use red very much anymore. I use dark red a lot more. These are interesting. I got a lot of 2x2 round jumpers and 2x2 round tiles. These are for kegs and bar stools. I'm working on that brewery. And a lot of them are to cap the ends of kegs, and some of them are for bar stools. So I've been using up a lot of those. I need more. I'm almost done with the interior, at least of the brewery part and what goes above it. I haven't really told you the plans there yet, but you'll be seeing that shortly. If you're not familiar with why I buy all these axle connectors, I've been pre-packaging or wanting to pre-package some of these life-size pencil builds for kids when they visit. Or to use in maybe a school project for my daughter's class at some point. So I've been buying those up in various colors because they're cheap, and I'm just going to make kits out of them. What else I got here? 1x1 tiles in round in tan, and then dark tan. 1x2 with rounded edges in tan. These I actually need for the library. I filled in a few with dark tan. I'm going to swap them out with regular tan. Jumpers in tan. 2x2 round plate in white. Dark orange jumpers, dark orange 2x2 jumpers, soda can tops. Is it soda or is it pop? I always say soda. Everyone around me says pop. I don't know. Soda pop. These flowers, I buy them when I see them because they're getting more and more rare, and I love them. I think they're great detail pieces, and they're old school. They don't make them anymore as far as I know, but I always buy them up. What else we got here? A few black chairs. In the library mock, I have like a gazillion office chairs, so I have to replenish a few black chairs there. I got 4 of them. This is one of these rail pieces. That's for a build you're not familiar with, but maybe you'll see someday. A few hats here. I got some paint rollers. I usually don't use these as paint rollers, but I use them for lighting fixtures and things and detail work. This is cool. This was not cheap. I'm a little embarrassed how much I paid for this, but I had to buy it. I've never seen one of these, and it's probably a pretty uncommon part. And I mean, I've got a house under construction in my city, so I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. I think it was like $2, but when you blend it in with all this, you don't feel the pain. It makes that $2 go away. You just look at all the other stuff you bought. Anyway, a couple of sacks here, brown ones. This is cool. This is super cool. You know what? Why is Rick not wearing this? Get over here. Yes. All right. I've never seen this piece. And why did I buy this? This was also not cheap. I am working on this like marina building for my cruise tours. And this has to be on display in there. Like all those like kind of touristy marinas, they have cool stuff like that. So that's going to be in there for sure. Maybe a fish tank too. That'd be cool. But Rick is going to continue to wear that because that's just amazing. So I got to put Rick's hair somewhere. Right up there on the cube. Okay. This, what does this say? Acid pops. I thought this would be cool for like a candy jar. Like maybe at the marina or at some store. Don't know what it was really from. It's probably from something themed. I don't know. But it's cool. So it's going to be a candy jar. Paintbrushes. So I made the executive decision, mostly through input from you guys. The top level of the brewery, the very top level, is going to be an artist's loft. So someone's going to live up there and do their work out of there. And it's going to be cool. So I've been buying up painting stuff, like paintbrushes. And it's going to look cool. So I'm excited to make that. That's the next project after I finish the brewery portion. All right. I think I hit everything. Oh, this piece. This might go on the top of my marina building. I'm not totally sure. I've never seen it before. Could be easy to work with, could be hard to work with. I'm not totally sure, but I don't know what that's from. But it's cool, and I bought it. It was cheap. Maybe it wasn't, but I bought it anyway. All right, so that's everything there. I'm going to go ahead and put all this away, and then we'll dive into all this gold. So bear with me one more time, please. All right, I got all the stuff put away, and it's time for minifigs. Now, in minifigs, I didn't buy a ton of legs. You know, for the most part, legs are pretty universal. I have a ton of legs, and you can take black legs from a ninja and put them on a city person, nobody will know, as long as they're not printed at least. So I did get some legs in more modern colors, because those I am lacking a little bit in. I have a ton of them, but they're already in the city. And I have a ton of minifigs, but only so many of them are appropriate for the city. I have a lot of old ones, I've got a lot of themed ones, so a lot of that stuff is pretty much useless when it comes to the city, unless you have a sense of humor, which apparently I don't. But these hopefully will be a little bit more on theme. I have one small bag here. These must have been the used ones or something. Usually they're kept separate because of that. I don't mind buying used. Most of the time I buy used, the stuff comes in nice shape. I've had a few exceptions, but usually have pretty good luck with it. I also got some hair. Always need a hair. Let's see what we can make out of all this stuff. And a whole bunch of heads. Gotta have heads. That is one thing I run out of. I have tons of heads. I got a whole bin full of heads. But the problem is a lot of them are just smiley faces. And only so many smiley faces look good in an ultra-realistic city. So I basically went through the catalog. He had great prices on figs. And I basically picked up any modern to modern-ish looking head with good detail that was relatively inexpensive. And I got a great mix here. I got about 50%, at least it looks about 50-50 male-female. And the older Lego is definitely more heavy with the male face patterns than the female face patterns, so that's definitely changed for the better with more modern Lego stuff. And so I'm kind of catching up on the female heads a little bit, but I got some good stuff here. So here's the first torso. That'd be good for like a kid. I didn't get any kid legs here, but I do have a lot of kid legs. I mean, that's decent looking. You know, I could grab a face. I won't build all of these, but I'll do a few examples because this is fun. That's the right face right there. Okay, it's not a kid. It's a young adult, and he has blonde hair. There we go. What else we got here? Ooh, this is kind of cool. Got a biker there with a tattoo. That's either got to be a tough chick. Ooh, how about these glasses? I just bought that face with the thought of librarian. Oh, wait, no, it's got a hairy chest. Not saying that's not possible, but I think it's going to be more likely that I put a male face on it. I don't have any real rough and tumble looking guys here. That's not bad. The goatee. Good hair for that. I'm going to mix this, of course, with my existing parts. He looks a little too clean cut for that outfit and that tattoo. I'm going to leave that one aside. This I thought was cool for the brewery. In a brewery setting, I think it's pretty common for them to wear overalls. There's a lot of liquids being moved around. I bought this one for the same reason. Thought those were going to be brewery employees. And I got the... Oh, that's the wrong brown. I have to get reddish brown legs. I got a ton of those. Let me grab my leg box. Hold on. Everyone should have a leg box. Do I not have reddish brown legs? See, that's just how low I am on some of these crucial parts. These are brown, old school brown. Do those match? Yeah, not bad. We'll use them for now. But those are my brewery workers. At least two of my brewery workers. I'm probably going to need more than that. I had some more targeted stuff in here too. Oh, my artist loft. I had this person with paint on their clothes. And this person with paint on their overalls. I'm probably going to have one person up there because I want it to look like a house or somebody lives in a studio apartment that is also painting. That would actually be a good use for this head too. Kind of the artsy, styly, lady with the magenta rimmed glasses. Maybe gray hair. That's not bad. All right. This needs white legs. The trick too is finding white legs that aren't yellow. Okay. Let's see. He needs a mustache. There we go. What else we got here? Oh, this guy I thought would be cool for tending bar. You'll see what that's for later. I haven't really shared that piece of the city yet. Yeah, that looks good. I need a real proper, clean cut face. I know I'm making a lot of stereotypes here. I'm sorry. But, toys and things, generally, you have a lot of stereotypes. Let's see. Older, grumpier guy. No. Glasses. No, they can be indoors. It's kind of a classy goatee there. It looks like a hearing aid. That's not bad. I like that. Do you have any black hair? Dark brown would look good. Kind of covers up his hearing aid, but decent looking. I think I have one of these, but good outdoorsy look. Anytime I see like outdoorsy jackets, that's just like a guaranteed win for my city, because the whole point of the city is outdoor themed backwoods, and I need a lot of hikers, and I also want the climate to be chilly, so I've got everybody in long sleeves for the most part. I don't have any sleeveless people running around unless they're like jogging or something like that. He needs glasses, sunglasses. Here we go. This is perfect. Maybe a hat. I got a couple hats here. Yeah, good, not great. We'll add them to the pile for now. Like I said, I'm not going to do all of these, but just to share some ideas. That's an interesting one. Probably from something a little more themed, but that could work for a more eccentric person who dresses a little bit. Well, here we go. That's the face that goes with that. You got to have a monocle if you're going to dress like that, right? The pants don't work now though. Brown, dark brown. Yeah, it's not bad. He needs some sort of funny hat though. Yeah, we'll come back to him. I got a security guard. I don't know what for, but thought it'd be cool to add in. I don't really want police in the city. Being that it's kind of backwoods, I've got like a DNR, forest preserve type police running around, and that, in some of these smaller towns, they kind of run the show, and that's what I kind of want to portray in this city. So I don't have any like formal police officers in my city. It's all just either DNR or maybe a security guard here or there. I've got some security in the bank mock. Are these supposed to be mismatched arms? That's kind of weird. Different blues. We have to correct that. Sweater. Oh, this has the wrong colored hands. I gotta fix that. Yeah, I still do all yellow faces and hands in my city. I haven't updated to flesh tones, or realistic flesh tones, let's say. I don't know if I'm ever going to. Just the variety of heads and faces is just so much worse when you go to the realistic skin colors versus the yellow. And, that's kind of what makes it Lego, is having, these, that's not bad at all. I like that. Is having the, the fact that they're Lego figures. I think this is a Hermione, but I liked the sweatshirt. It's got stripes and colored stripes. Again, we got flesh-colored hands there. That could be a male or female. I guess it does have little pinks and yellows in there, so maybe more commonly female, but it could be either. That looks good. Maybe we'll make her a little younger looking. Oh yeah, that's good. Little brighter pants there. We'll have to get her some hands. I gotta pull some hands out of the bin. Got a lot of these with flesh tone hands. I own a few of those. The banana's cool. That's got to go with gray pants. Yeah. There we go. He looks good. But yeah, this is just to fill out around the city. You know, I definitely, oh, this is really cool. Look at the arm printing on that one. I had to buy. This one was expensive, but I couldn't pass on it. No idea what it's from. If you know, let me know below in the comments. But I thought that was really cool. Anyway, yeah, that just trying to fill out the city here and some of these newer mocks. I need more figs, and I thought this would be a good way to do it. So hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We do more just like this in the future. That's live for this time, and we will see you next time.